All right, get him out. Get him out. Come on, go home to mommy.
Next on Newsmax Prime, home to mommy or home to Mexico? Rioters waved the Mexican flag last night in New Mexico, trying to cause trouble for Trump, but instead prompting a backlash. Then the umpire strikes back. The State Department Inspector General slams Hillary Clinton over her emails. What does this mean for her campaign? Plus, millennials move to Trump, and Obama accelerates the admission of Syrian refugees into our country. Do you think there's adequate screening? Watch your screen and pick up your phone, because Newsmax Prime starts right now. Welcome to the Wednesday night edition of Newsmax Prime. I'm J.D. Hayworth. Of prime interest tonight, foreign flag wavers. It is sickening. The Mexican flag waved by would-be rioters. We saw it last night in Albuquerque and again this afternoon in Anaheim. The way I see it, this is not a First Amendment issue. This is indicative of the indulgence directed toward lawbreakers. For the better part of a quarter century, this has been a bipartisan failing. Establishment Republicans seeking cheap labor, ethically challenged Democrats seeking cheap votes. And the only things being cheapened are our national security and what it means to be an American citizen. Think about it. The open border advocates in the leftist press have employed Orwellian language, calling illegal aliens migrants and eliminating altogether the term illegal immigration from their lexicon. Even more disturbing, the refusal of our federal government to enforce immigration laws on the books. That has emboldened those who have come here illegally to remain apart, separated from American society by their unwillingness to assimilate. So that's why you hear press 1 for English on so many telephone prompts, why we endure lectures from Mexican politicians on what our immigration policies should be, and again, why we see the Mexican flag held aloft during protests that rapidly morph into riots. Consider this. Do you think Mexico would allow United States citizens to protest Mexican immigration law in their streets? Of course not. So, it may seem counterintuitive, but perhaps we should follow the enforcement example of our neighbors to the south when it comes to their southern border. Simply stated, Mexico has zero tolerance for those who would enter their nation illegally. Maybe that's something for which they should wave their own flag within their own sovereign borders. And that's the way I see it. What we saw and heard this afternoon from Donald Trump during his speech in Anaheim was a reaffirmation of an enforcement-first approach to the border that he believes will also appeal to Hispanic voters.
You're all here legally. You have houses, you have homes. We're going to keep your houses and your homes. You're going to have them forever. And your jobs aren't going to be taken away by people that are just coming across the border. You don't know where they're coming from. And you don't know where. And you know what? More and more, and I'm seeing it, Latinos for Trump, they have groups forming. I have great relationships with the Hispanics. We're going to do very well with the Hispanics because I'm going to create jobs. And jobs is what this country needs. We need jobs.